Hey, everybody, we're live today. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about the StoryBrand framework and specifically how personal injury attorneys can use StoryBrand to sign better cases with Juris Digital. So, one of the most common marketing mistakes I see actually isn't the effectiveness, let's say, of SEO or SEM or something like that. Instead, it's generic marketing. So, are you tired of generic marketing that fails to connect with your potential clients? What we've done and how we've cracked the code at Juris Digital to help our clients sign more higher value personal injury cases is we use the story brand framework. And really what that is it's 7 points that we walk clients through to really help them hone their message. First, and this is probably the biggest mistake people make, is you have to put your client first. What do most personal injury law firms focus on? They focus on themselves, the attorneys, and their accolades. So instead of boasting about your firm's achievements, focus on your client's journey. They're the hero of the story, not you. Number two, you have to address the real problems and real pain points. So, whenever you're creating messaging for your clients, speak directly to the external, internal, and philosophical challenges that your clients may face. So, show them that you truly understand their pain points. And what I mean by that is first, let's talk about like an external problem. That would be, are you injured in an accident? And you're facing medical bills. So that's the external problem. Are you feeling overwhelmed? That's their feeling. That's their internal problem that they're having. And then you believe it's unfair that you should suffer due to someone else's negligence. So that would be that philosophical problem. So you want to make sure that you really understand their pain points by addressing it that way and tackling all three of those. Next, this is where you position your law firm as the guide. So first you need to demonstrate empathy and authority, but remember, you're not the hero. However, you are the experienced guide who can lead them to success. They don't know where to go. They're looking for that solution, and you're there to guide them so that they can become the hero. So what you then do is you provide a very clear call to action, and that's a plan. And typically we see that play out in a three-step process, like fill out this contact form or pick up the phone, get a free case evaluation, we get to work. Take away the roadblocks so they know exactly what to expect. This is probably the first time that they've had to hire a personal injury attorney. So by making this clear for them, you're really going to set the stage and tell them how they can move forward. Number five, you do want to use compelling calls to action. So it needs to be, a clear prompt that is action oriented, but also, really enticing on what to do. Get your free case evaluation is probably the most common one that we see, but you have to realize that not everybody is ready to move to that stage right now. I could just be researching. So that's where that secondary call to action comes in. And for us at Juris Digital, one thing that we always preach is the email. Once you get somebody's email, you can stay in front of them basically forever until they unsubscribe or, really don't want to hear from you anymore. But the goal of any of our marketing campaigns is really to not only get in front of people, but stay there and stay there forever, right? And that's what builds this base. This is what builds your firm's reputation over time. So you want to really provide that clear plan, but then provide those two calls to action so that they can take the appropriate step. And then you really need to highlight what's at stake for them. What are the risks if they don't seek legal help? How are they going to, they won't be able to pay those medical bills, or they won't be able to get a job in the future because they can't work anymore. Paint that picture, what's at stake. But also, number seven, paint a picture of what success looks like. What happens when they trust you as the guide and other people can tell that story? So, if you have testimonials or case studies or video testimonials, let your clients tell that story for them. And that really reinforces that message because, again, I could talk about how good I am all I want. But what's really going to resonate with my ideal clients is if my clients are talking to you. So, and the same goes for you. So, by implementing these story brand principles, what you're going to do is you're going to transform your website from basically a digital brochure, and that's what most personal injury websites are, let's be honest, into a powerful client acquisition tool. So your messaging will resonate deeply with those that were seriously injured in an accident, assuming that's what you're going for. And to this point, you can create a story brand not only for your practice, but for each practice area that you serve. If you're mainly seeking a volume of soft tissue cases that you can resolve quickly, that's going to be a lot different messaging than these serious injury examples that I gave in this video. And so that would also be different from a motorcycle accident, right? Versus a car accident or a truck accident. And while there are a lot of similarities, really putting in the time to go through this effort and build these story brands in this way is going to help your firm not only from like an SEO perspective or a digital marketing perspective, but from that conversion perspective and from the money perspective. You will sign more cases if your website and your marketing materials read like this versus if I'm just reading SEO optimized, paragraphs. And, I came from a technical marketing background. I'm so guilty of that so many years ago. But now that we're StoryBrand certified, I'm trying to really spread the message and really talk about this opportunity that law firms are missing. So if you're ready to revolutionize your marketing and SEO, contact Juris Digital for a free consultation. Let's craft a story brand message that will set your firm apart and attract the cases that you really want. So don't let another day go by with underperforming marketing. Reach out now and start your journey for a more effective, client focused communication.